So, in your opinion, Mike,
Yeah.
how has the dating scene changed over the last 10, 15 years?
10 years, it's changed dramatically. Like, it's not the same like when I started out trying to date girls or meet girls, you know what I mean? It wasn't because there was no social media, there was no status online, like that wasn't a thing. The only way you can meet chicks was in a bar, in a club, or in college or something like that. So, and it wasn't so much about materialism like it is now. Materialism is a huge thing. Girls walking around with Gucci bags and Chanel and all this shit. It wasn't like that before. Like when I was like first starting out in my younger 20s. So and definitely in America, it's totally different than it is, let's say, in Mexico or in other countries, right? So you really have to up the game, unfortunately, because women, what they really look for in a guy is who the guy is, right? How much value he has to her. And what I mean by value, a man has to build his value in multiple different areas, right? His financial value, his social value, and his sexual value too, right? All these things have to be built. I always say if you leave one out, it's going to really hurt you. For example, if you have really good social value, you have a lot of friends, etc., and you have a lot of financial value, done well with money, that's great. But if you have no sexual value, you don't know how to turn a girl on, you don't know how to talk to her, make her laugh, know what to do, then you're going to lack. And vice versa, right? If any of these things are severely lacking, people just say, oh, it's all about money. You just got to have money. I disagree with that. I know a lot of guys that have money that don't get any girls. You know what I mean? I know a lot of guys that have a lot of social status too, that are famous and whatever, still don't get girls, right? So it's not just about one thing. It's a combination of all these things and fine tuning them. And now the dating scene, you have to really come with a big edge. I mean, you got to really put in the work, because if you don't, you're going to fall into like the 90% of guys that don't get anything. And it's like going to the gym or anything. You have to be consistent at it. And you have to really want it. That's the only way you're going to get good at something. So it's dramatically changed. Your Instagram's got to be good, I would say. Your social skills have to be on point. Your financial status has to be at least slightly above average. And it takes work. It's not easy. It takes work, right? People are like, oh man, it's too hard, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it is hard. But anything is hard, right? I'm almost going to say like the dating market has inflated, just like the price of everything, right?
Okay.
You got to pay a higher price, meaning that you have to have more value. 10 years ago, I don't think you had to have as much value as you need now, but everything's got is more expensive. And girls, what they look for value-wise has gone up too in a guy. So.